Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Randy, and welcome to another day where we're going to enjoy our quarantine and do some cooking. So, today I'll be cooking some rice and ackee again. Seems like we've been eating a lot of ackee because basically I don't eat meat no more. I try to stay from the thing. Let me get my glasses. Hope you're doing fine. Let me know where you're coming from in the world. Bless up to everyone. I'm still here, about to be on the journey shortly. Blessings to everyone in the world. The mission continues. Purpose of Jamaica Good Life. Brand Jamaica Positive. Bring the people in back home so we could keep building the country. That is the purpose for this program. Along the way, sometimes we meet random people and we connect them with people and you help them. So today, I'm going to prepare, I love ackee, blessings from Clearwater, Florida. Bless up yourself. Report in, please check in and tell us where you're from so we could start our exciting brunch. So now I will be cooking some rice. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to wash the rice like 3 times. That's the first thing you do. So living in Jamaica, right now the sun is very, very hot. And I'm going to show you outside in a second. But the sun is very, very hot. It's been a couple of hot days, but let me tell you, it's peaceful here where I am. There are no bikers. I haven't heard a bike. One other thing about Jamaica, when you live there, or when you choose to live in Jamaica, you have to be cognizant of noise. Jamaica can be a very noisy place when it comes to your neighbors playing music or bikers. So whenever you're looking for a place to live in Jamaica, look out for bikers. So here's my rice. I'm going to add a little bit of butter and then a little bit of salt. So what I'm telling you is look out for bikers when you're ready to move to Jamaica. Blessings to everyone. Yeah, man, this is Randy right now. People say, all right, I'm going to do some ackee. Some love where I am in Montego Bay staying. This location, there's not a lot of bikers. So it's not noisy. And I can't stand the noise. Coming from New York City, you don't want to stand the noise. So now here's my ackee. There's my pot on fire. And I'm going to deal with some scallion and onion and 1 tomato. One thing I like about being here is Jamaica is a place you just pretty much buy what you want. People buy like small portion of things to survive and cook. So I'm going to use 2 of these scallion some of the time. You know what I say? And leave it like that. I love cooking. Love it. All right, people, so where are you guys from? I'm going to mix up this real quick for you and deal with this ackee. It's been a pleasant experience for me so far being here. I'm going to explore more of the country for you and show you different places. Guidance and protection to everyone in this life. Big up to Aliyah, deeper consciousness and enough for the funds them. Randy's on the cook again. So this is the ackee, and we have the rice cooking. So let's get some salt in the rice. Yes, people, fresh from the tree, right in the backyard. Jamaica is a special place. I checked the news over the world. Right now, the corona here is very low. The things you hear them talking about, crime, crime, crime everywhere. It's not the case, just like in the States where crime is not everywhere. That's the same thing with Jamaica. Crime is not everywhere. It's people living peaceful in their neighborhood. No noise, no loud music. Them have them security system. Live them life. Go to the movies, go to the shopping mall. You know, watch themselves, protect themselves. And nowhere is perfect. So right now, I'm just going to do a V shape and cut the ackee. Take out the seeds and take out the middle. Cut out this little part right here. So I've been doing a lot of ackee recently because it's growing on the tree in the backyard. And I'm now staying away from meat. So I've been doing a lot of ackee. So that's why I'm loving the new vibration. All right. Let's see if I could call one of my sisters. So how is the corona? Are you guys sending your kids back to school? Are you taking the vaccine? What's the deal with the corona in the States? Jamaica is very low. I think only 12 people died so far. And there's more cases coming in. See what she says here? Okay. What is that? Guess who's here from Sweden? It's the one and only Joanna. This is Ackee, Joanna. This is Ackee. And this is Ackee. This, my dear, it's like butter when you cook it. And you cook it with saltfish. And it has that amazing buttery taste. It's one of the countries that make it. So blessings to everyone. Sweden is in the house. Blessing to Stockholm, Sweden. Bless up, bless up. Let me show you guys, I'm cooking some rice. I'm staying off the meat. Right? And keep on loving the vibration. There is a lot of sun outside, it's very hot. So here's my stove. Now that's my stove there. This is the tree outside. I can't go too close, the Wi-Fi will die on me. This is the tree where you pick your ackee from. So I've been eating from this tree for a while. Let me pick one for you and show you. This is an ackee tree. And the dogs go crazy about this time. So this is what the ackee looks like. Okay? This is straight from the tree. In Jamaica, good life. See? Straight from the tree. So it comes in a pod, and it's like butter, butter from a tree. Yes. So if it's closed like this, it's poisonous when it's closed. It's poisonous. And when it's open, if you're forced to open it, it will poison you. So when it opens, it lets out the poison. Okay, turn my rice down. So then what you do is you take out this red part. What you guys have to understand about nature, most of nature, Mother Nature, you get it, you know. So you take out this part of it, you take out the little red part, and it's like butter. So with this, when you cook it soft, you don't need to make butter. Just like avocado. But this is our Jamaican national dish. And we eat a lot of ackee. Right? So we eat it for breakfast, we eat it for dinner, lunch. It doesn't matter. But we don't really put it in soup. It's too soft for soup. Right? You could put it in patties also. And you cook it with rice, cook it with bami, flat, anything. Bakes, if that's what you know. It's just like our version of nature's meat. So we don't have to eat meat because of this. And if you had chocho, you could, I make a nice chocho on ackee with onions and scallions and thyme and okra. And then you take coconut. So if I make a ackee rundown with coconut, I would blend my coconut and cook down my ackee with this coconut here. Just a piece of that. So in Jamaica, we're big on coconut for oil, which is one of the best oils. And pretty big on coconut. So we cook a lot with coconut. And I'm changing my eating style. So I don't eat a lot of meat anymore, only fish. And I'm going to be cooking a lot more with coconut for that cholesterol, natural cholesterol. And keep it nice and healthy. I've changed my diet a little bit. So, where in the world are you guys from right now? Talk to me. Reporting. How is the corona in Sweden? What's the virus like in Sweden? What's going on? Is everything okay? So here's the work. In Jamaica, the men do a lot of the cooking. So we learn how to cook from our mothers. We don't really buy teachers. In Jamaica, most of the people can cook, and cooking is not a problem. It's not a social problem where everybody's asking why you didn't cook. We treat cooking like a way of life. Our women love to cook for us. We cook for our women. That's one thing about this culture, that men are actually some of the best chefs. Men are like big part of the cuisine, unlike other culture where men, they don't cook a lot. Jamaica is quite the opposite. men partake in cooking in a big way. So that's one of the major differences with our culture and other cultures, that the men are a big part of the kitchen, right? And there's no argument there. Most men in Jamaica love to cook, and they run something called, when we're cooking together, we call it running a boat. We run a boat. I don't know the history of that, but running a boat is when we come together with different things. One guy in his neighborhood might have ackee, the other guy might have a can of mackerel or a can of sardine. And growing up in Jamaica, it's about coming together. So our culture is a shared culture. People share food, and it's the base of our culture, because when others are having financial struggles in Jamaica, the natural elements from the trees and coming together. This is how you take the ackee out. And if you take it out properly, you could take out the red part along with this right here. So hopefully we could find a use for this. So that's the Jamaican culture, part of it. Now, I grew up in Jamaica until I was 14 years old, in the country. So I'm a country boy. I am a lover of country. I grew up farming yams, taking out pigs and goats and chicken and stuff like that. So I fell in love with Jamaica. So Jamaica Good Life is kind of my travels to remember this nostalgic effect of remembering how I grew up. Let's take a look at my rice. So in this rice, okay, rice is looking good. I like my rice nice and fat and sexy. I like my sexy, soft rice. Pull him to the side a little. He's bubbling nicely. And what I'm going to do, I love to do this, I like to put a little curry in the rice. And what I'm going to do is to put a little curry and a little bit of seasoning in there. Just a tad. And a tad, just a little bit of, just a tad touch of curry. Give it a little flavor and color. I love that. And I'm going to cut some scallion and also put some scallion in the rice. That's another thing we do in Jamaica. Add some scallion in our rice. Scallion and onion goes in every single thing. So this is Randy's rude boy cooking. People, this is Randy doing it with a little curry, a little bit of scallion. Welcome to the good life, and everything is as natural as possible. I should be using quinoa, but that's on the way. So we're gonna put some scallion in my rice. All right, ease yourself, rice. Take your time. You're cooking too fast. So that's my scallion, my little bit of seasoning in my rice. All right, there you go. Take your time. And I want to add a little bit of coconut at the end. I like to put coconut at the end, not at the beginning. I have different styles from different people. So I have my salt in there. I don't remember if I did put my salt in there. Did you guys remember me putting salt in there? If not, it's a little too late, but a little bit of salt. Hopefully it's not too salty. I don't remember that. So to finish it off, what I like to do, again, there's so many different styles, so many different people doing things differently. What I'm gonna do, I like to put a little bit of the coconut, get my machete. Hello? Hello? Okay. So, you guys there? Wish I was in Jamaica. Blessings. Big up to the big chef. Respect. Jason, respect yourself. Get some. I have no idea. Stop watching news for months. Can you eat it raw, the ackee? No, I don't. You can steam it a little. So this is for breakfast or brunch right now. The ackee, you don't want to eat it raw. I wouldn't recommend it. If you put it in the sun, maybe, but I wouldn't recommend that online. I wouldn't tell anyone. So there's my coconut. And you know we're big on coconut. The thing about the coconut is when you're taking your coconut out, it's good to make it in small pieces. And you just take it out. So I'm going to blend some coconut. I love coconut in my rice. I like coconut in everything. Everything for me is coconut in my cereal, coconut milk in my rice, in my rum punch, coconut milk. We don't cow's milk, you know. So more Ital liberty. Cow's milk every now and then for me. But for me personally, coconut milk is my savior. So get some water, blend up this coconut milk real quick. The rice is not done yet, but I like to put in it at the end. All right, and I like to close my pot. Where's my cover? Oh, where's my real cover? I can't find my real cover. So I don't. Depending on when I put the coconut in, that's when I get the flavor of it. So that's your Vitamix. All right, the question is, it says, wish I was in Jamaica. All right, so here's our coconut. All right, and nothing fancy, rude girl. All right, so here we say no. Boom, we got that. And we use our strainer now. Strain our coconut. And I'm just gonna put a little in there. The coconut is really, I wanna do the Ackee coconut rundown. That's really what I wanna deal with. So this is just to give the rice just a little bit of, it's already have enough water in there, so I'm gonna leave it alone. I catch him too late, he's already fat and sexy. So I'm gonna just tip it in there just for my own taste, you know? Rice is nice and fat and sexy, and that's how I like it. Nice and juicy. Soft. That's what I like, my rice. Yeah. Stir them up. All right, rice is, yes, yes, yes. That's how I like my rice. Nice and soft. But I don't like it shelly because I like it soft so I don't have to chew that much, you know. Randy's getting old. Blessings. So this is what brunch looks like. So that is my rice over there. And now what we're gonna do is to boil the ackee. Gonna wash it in warm water. And if I had, I would wash it with lime. I like to wash my ackee with lime. But we're gonna boil it anyway. So we're washing the ackee now. All right, my people. And when I'm boiling it, I'm gonna add a little salt in it. If we were cooking this with ackee and saltfish, so this is what happens. This is your ackee ready to cook. Straight from the tree, put it on the fire, and you're ready to go. So put that over here, over there. All right, my people, that's what it looks like in Jamaica. This is our liquid here, and well, coconut. And I will know pretty fast in the kitchen. I don't like to waste time in the kitchen. And this is where I fry my ackee. And what I'll do now is I'll cut up the rest of my scallion. In Jamaica, we normally have to use what we have. So whatever you have, you use it. A lot of garlic in this, and even this part of the scallion. So I'm gonna wash this really, really good, really well. Go wash it. And the thyme, I'm gonna burn it in the oil. That's my style, right? So this is my scallion. Probably should use more. So this is my scallion, and I'm gonna use a lot of garlic. So this is my chance to get some garlic in my system. Right. So give me some feedback. How are we doing so far? Are we doing good? Are you guys looking forward to have some of this food? And next time, hopefully when I do some cooking, I could do some steamed fish, steamed escovitch fish. No, steamed escovitch. I'm going to do some escovitch and some steamed fish. Big up to man called Ghetto from Ghetto Shack in New York City. If you guys ever, if you're in Connecticut or in New York City, you have to check out this restaurant. Just Google Ghetto Shack. Google Ghetto Shack. Whenever you're in New York, you have to eat at that restaurant. And if you want to stay in Jamaica, you can stay at this Airbnb. It's pretty nice. You have your fridge. I take you upstairs. Your whole family can stay here or just you alone. You just reach out to me and be there. What you say now? Share me an extra plate. Bless up, yeah man. So this is a house you can stay. The Wi-Fi needs to boost for the upstairs. It's a nice big house. So when you want somewhere to stay in Jamaica, you gotta link me. Jamaica Good Life 1@gmail.com. I have safe places and good places, so you could cook, have a feel of home, and it's not too costly. I'm always about adventure and reducing cost. There's another Airbnb that I love in Negril, like $60 a night. So imagine staying at these hotels for $120 and you're cooped up with tourists and you don't have a lot of money, you know, that's why you contact Jamaica Good Life. There's places to stay in cabins in Bull Bay. I have Portland, there's places to stay. I have a lot of connections. That's why you link up with Randy. Because Randy knows places. I know people. And the best food from the best locals, I know them personally. I've been traveling near the best rivers in the world. I know where you could stay at Airbnbs like that. The best rivers in the world. Once you smell a little tinge of a little burn from the rice, right now I'm cutting up the garlic. Let me see my rice. Rice look ready. This rice might have a little bit too much liquid in there, a little bit too fat and sexy. This rice was a little bit too fat and sexy. But I know this rice gonna be juicy because seasoned up nice and well. So I love my garlic. So this is gonna be our garlic ackee. If I had some tomatoes, onions. All right, people. Yes, so this is Randy doing it, right? Blessings to everyone. What parish are you? This is Montego Bay. Greetings. I'm coming to be there. Get away from the whole corona system all over the world. Jamaica is the best place in the world. And come to Montego Bay and I will link you with this wonderful location. All right, so now I got my milk, got my garlic. This is not boiling yet, but it's fairly quick. You don't want to boil the ackee too soft. The other day I made it, it was too soft. You don't want to boil it too soft. So big up to Sweden, Stockholm. Looking forward to go to Sweden one day. That's where I want to go. I want to go to Sweden. My next trip, hopefully, probably, is in Ghana. And from there, I would love to go to Japan, Jamaica Good Life in Japan. Of course, the UK. So my journey has just begun. I got about 50 more years to live. And 50 more summers in my life. So I got about 50 more years to live, people. And that's not a long time. So I'm going to make the most of it. But here's the benefit of living in Jamaica. You buy a piece of land, especially if you're an artist. Taxes is cheap. Building your little house is cheap. You could grow all your lime and all your fruits and everything on your land. The key to success is big land, small house, lots of trees. Avocado, jackfruit. If I had a different training while I was growing up from family, they would teach me, Randy, your mission in life is to get a big piece of land, fence it with a tall fence, plant a lot of trees, guava, lemon, lemongrass, teas, mint. Now I'm 47 years old, and imagine, I cannot count my coconut trees. So what I'm teaching in my program is a whole different mindset where trees are the real assets. Where trees are the most important assets in life. As food and the infestation of food with GMOs, as that increases, you find that the whole world right now is looking to come back to nature. That's why so many people are looking to purchase in Jamaica and live in Jamaica. But there's another side of the story where one would make you think that Jamaica is the worst place in the world. So we got to be careful. That's one of the reasons why I did this program, because I understand how the world works and how media works. Jamaica is actually one of the best places in the world. The medical system could improve. So here's our Ackee. Okay. Now the rice is done. Nice and fluffy. Oh yes, this is nice and soft. That's how I like it. Nice, fat and sexy and soft. That's how I like the rice. Don't like it. All right, so the Ackee is cooking right there, my people. Let that bubble some more. And let me put a little salt in there. You guys enjoying the vibe so far? This is brunch. This is how we live in quarantine in Jamaica. Right from the tree. Okay, big up to everybody all over the world. All right, we're good there. What's my favorite thing to cook? When I used to eat meat, I used to love cooking that ginger chicken, curry goat. I used to love cooking that stuff, but now I'm treating myself to cut back, stick with the more ITAL vibration. So I'm going to use the coconut, and I'm going to use the, you see, we're going to use the coconut milk, and we're going to use the tomato and all of this stuff, and throw it in the pot with some oil, a little bit of oil, and I'm just going to cook this thing down nicely. And all the vegetables, I'm not going to cook out too much, but the first thing I'll do, I would burn the thyme in there and try to get a few pegs of the garlic in there. Not all the garlic. See, I have a technique. I would put some garlic and let them burn out, some scallion. I have a kind of half and half technique. When I'm eating food, I like half of it to be cooked, and I like half of it in my mouth to be half cooked and half slightly cooked. So it gives me a different adventure. When I cook for something called mouth adventure. Some of the seasoning I'll put half up front, and some I'll put half near to the end. That's my style, because I don't like one way cooking style, you know? So the Ackee, I think, yeah, Ackee is ready. It doesn't take long to cook it. You don't want to take too long to cook your Ackee. Right now the Ackee is ready. So I'm going to just take the Ackee, I'm going to strain that, and I'm going to push over this stove right here. See right here. Take this guy, get that pot ready. So they're going to get some more stuff in this Airbnb. So now it's time to take care of straining the Ackee. This is Randy for Jamaica Good Life. So then I'll be going to the mountains. I'll be going to the mountains, exploring some more rivers, just living and loving life and exploring this great country of ours and staying away from Corona. You know, who knows how long I'm going to be here, but I love this life. Yeah, man. Love how it smells. This is our butter. So people, this is the ackee after it's cooked, right? Let that sit for one quick second. And our pot is getting ready. If I had coconut oil, I will use coconut oil. Just a little bit of that with the pot. Let's use this flame. When I'm in Jamaica here, like any vacation spot, I haven't watched television since I've been here. And don't really care for all the news either. You know? What dirty up my thing? Oh, that's a pot. Rice is done. Here comes the ackee. Rice is nice and soft. Maybe this one is a little bit too soft, but we're gonna make our pot hot. Yeah, man. Anybody, everybody, any Jamaicans in here? Tell me where you guys from. You're too quiet. Bless up yourself. Everybody good? You guys ready to make this ackee? On a red day? On a red day? On a red day? Are you guys missing Jamaica yet? Boom. So we bless the pot with thyme at all times. We bless the pot with the thyme. Gives a good vibration. I feel like a chef. Yes, my people. Joanna, love. Boom, boom, boom. Aliyah, big up yourself. Deeper consciousness. Yes, bless the pot with the thyme. You ready? So now, are you guys still there? I don't see nobody chatting. No, I prefer a wooden spoon. Are you guys hearing me? Anybody? Am I alone? Hello? Anybody? Hello? Hello? I don't like to leave my time into things. Anybody out there? A little bit of milk. Then I'm going to throw my ackee in. Oh, baby. This one didn't take the seed out, so come over here. You're being a bad ackee right now. So when you want to curse at somebody, tell them they're being a bad ackee. Bad ackee is not good. All right, there's my ackee. Let's turn the stove down. Okay. All right, bless up. And then here we go, beauty. Oh, who's coming for lunch? For brunch? Bless up, Argentina and Sweden is in the house. Bless up. This is Jamaica Good Life. Who's coming from lunch? For brunch from Argentina? Ah, there we go. Jamaica Good Life. Randy says it. Argentina, great soccer. So here we go now. Boom. Here we go. Not too much. Look at the beauty, people. This is coconut water blended. That's Randy's ackee rundown system. Indulge, enjoy. I'm gonna say bon appetit already, and it's not ready yet. Is this pot cover for it? Look at that, people. That's Jamaica good life. You saw the entire step. You saw the coconut. I wish I was there. Jamaica food, the best in the world. See that right there? Put a salt in there. And, you know, I have some pepper, and I'm a big fan of pepper. I had a sweet pepper left. Nobody told me there was sweet pepper in the fridge. You guys gotta help me out here. All right. In Jamaica, we don't say refrigerator. That's too long. In Jamaica, we cut to a language. We don't say refrigerator, we say fridge. What else we don't say long? We don't say, what time you're coming for dinner. I'm saying, wait, when y'all come? And the rest of them say, when y'all forward. Semantics in language creates sexual connotation. So when you come to Jamaica, and somebody call you from Jamaica says, when you're forwarding, you know that there's a corrective language going on in the country. You can't say certain things, and that's just the culture. So it's a different of opinion. I'm a grown man, so I don't play with no foolish language and foolishness. But in Jamaica, we don't say refrigerator. We say fridge. Now look at that. Nice coconut mix up. It's some sweet peppers in there. I tell her, I don't care, cut some of the season there. Life is good. This is the good life. This is healthy. Breakfast, dinner, lunch, whatever, straight from the tree. Now think about nature, no Monsanto. And when we get to go to the river, oh man, I'm taking you with me. And we're gonna have some ackee. We're gonna cook on the side of the river. We're gonna go in the mountains. We're gonna light a fire. I'm gonna roast a breadfruit. Coconut oil forever. Peppers. So when I bring in my car, I bring peppers. One over there, one over here, one over there. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's how I distribute my pepper. So this is what my life looks like. I hope your life is as natural, as beautiful. Nothing in this pot right now had to be purchased at the supermarket. So everything here you could grow in your yard. And this I'm trying to teach my fans. That's the goal. This is true living. This is true wealth. The ackee is in your backyard. The sweet peppers in your yard. The tomatoes in your yard. The garlic is in your yard. And there's no need for the meat. The coconut is in your yard. And this big piece right here, let me just eat that. And the pepper is in your yard. What more do you need from life? And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to celebrate our meeting and thank you for joining me by drinking this coconut water. If I wanted, I could put this in my Kool-Aid and get kind of, add some rum to it. Some rum with Kool-Aid or guava and coconut with rum and grapefruit and mango, and you mix that together, you put some serious ice in that, and you hand it to your wife, and you cook this pot for her, and you give her some quinoa, and you rub some coconut oil on her foot, and she say, woo, and then you wash the dishes. That's what a Jamaican man does. Welcome to Randy's life. taste the love. Jamaica good life. All right. So that's my fantasy. So there we go. So I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna let this finish out because my goal for this is to let it cook out for the duration of its time. Pump up the fire a little bit. Ah, yes. So, people, are we happy? Are we enjoying the vibe? Rice is ready. Next time I'm gonna get some rum. And I have some Kool-Aid. This is a natural thing in Jamaica. We drink a lot of Kool-Aid. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a quick little drink for you. Normally, I make everything in the Vitamix. When I was working in New York, I always see these people doing cooking shows in the islands. That was one of my dreams. What's better than sitting at the river? So I'm pouring the Kool-Aid inside the coconut, right? You see, the coconut is being used for the drink, for the rice, and for the ackee. That's the thing about coconut, the universal nature of this coconut milk. Powerful, right? And throw that in the blender. Throw some cold water in there. Got some real cold water out the fridge. And remember what I told you. Just for the aftertaste, there we go. And we're gonna get some more water. So in Jamaica, it's all about Kool-Aid. And there you coconut again. Then you put some rum in that, some grapefruit. And if you want this to have a little kick, just a little kick to it, a subtle taste of lime. There's your lime. But to have it have that kick, that Corona fight, you could cut your lime. Don't squeeze it, don't need to. Skin and everything. It's organic, drop them in there. Give them a little kick, a little aftertaste, right? So that's gonna be our Kool-Aid with coconut with a lime in there. People, this is Jamaica bubbling with Randy. I saw me do it. Country life. All right, ready to go, let's do this. Best investment when you move to Jamaica, a Vitamix. No Ninja, no Bullet, Vitamix. Most important thing for your health is a Vitamix blender. All right, my sisters and my brothers all over the world. Bless up Argentina. Bless up Sweden. Thank you guys for joining me. Multi-purpose cooking. Yeah, man. So the coconut is wicked. My drink, coconut. My meat kind, coconut. Now, this is what I told you guys I like to do. Right at the end of the cooking of my delicious ackee, in my coconut, I sprinkle a little bit of seasoning on top. because I don't want this season to cook out totally. I want to kind of taste it a little bit, right? So when you know the thing is nice, you know, when you open up the pot, you hear the pot say, you hear it says, wow. Listen to the pot. When you know the food is good, you let the pot cook, you let it simmer, right? Then you open up the pot, you will hear it say, wow. Listen. You hear that? I'm telling you, my pot speaks to me. Let's hear it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You hear that? It says, wow. I'm telling you. I'm going to turn the fire down a little. I think we're ready to go. The pot is actually speaking. It said, wow. So the drink is done. But wait, I have to put some sugar in there. If I had some guava, that would be killer. Tomorrow, I'm going to make some cornmeal dumpling. When I move to my final location, blessings. I don't know if when you're cooking, put some sugar in there. I don't know if when you're cooking, not too much sugar, your pot speaks to you, but I'm a pot whisperer. My pot talk to me. Ready if you hear it again? Okay, no. All right. It's done. So when it stopped talking, it's done. That's how you know the food is done. The pot stopped talking. Boom! I think we're there, people. Love, light. Welcome to Jamaica. This is Randy Pottinger for your Jamaica Good Life. Fresh from the tree. This is our, I could be more I could add to this. You could add your ackee and saltfish and everything. You know what I say? You know, you learned a lot. All right, cool. So that's the cool thing about coconut. In your life, make coconut a part of your life. Make coconut your husband and your wife. Right? Coconut is one of the most important things in life. Boom! Randy's in the business of love, unity, and good community. This is Jamaica Good Life, right? All we really want now is a good wife. I'll do the cooking, you do the eating and the relaxing. Life is a blessing from the Almighty. All right, my plate. Let's clean that plate good. Food is ready. My rice is nice, fat, juicy, and sexy. That's how we Jamaican men like our rice. Nice, fat, juicy, and sexy. That is how we like our rice. Nice, fat, juicy, and sexy. All right, so now, at least that's how I like my rice. So, my rice is nice. See this? My rice is nice. Fat, juicy, and sexy. So I don't like the shelly rice. I like my rice to just be soft, like, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Falls to the side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Come, you beautiful Ackee, butter loving, good cooking, good living. Good vibration. Then you get some reggae music in your system. What could be better in the world than Jamaica Good Life? Girl, here we go. Boom. And I'm going to take my tomato section. Cook this ital ackee without meat. And go upstairs and rock to the reggae beat. You don't hear any noise, you don't hear no bikers, you don't hear no weapons of mass destruction, you don't hear no news from TV, no corruption. You're living in Jamaica, land of food and water, And this is Randy for Jamaica Good Life. So that, my friend, it might, we could add more color to it, but I'm telling you, when you talk about health, boom, people, that's it right there. That's what the result is. You've seen it from the beginning to the end. You've seen my techniques. You see the multi-purpose coconut, how I put it in everything. And here, my friends, is your drink. This has been a pleasure presenting this presentation to you in Brandon, Jamaica Positive, and I hope you and yours are blessed all over the world. This is Randy, Pottinger for Jamaica Good Life. Let me taste this juice. Oh, baby, the softness of that coconut. Oh, yeah. And let's taste the ackee. See how soft it is, Joanna? You see how the rice and the ackee being soft together? See that? That's soft love. Everybody disappeared quickly. No need for major chewing. Especially when you're getting old. Can't work those teeth too much. No, I'm happy. I hope you're happy too. See if you could try this at home. You could buy the ackee in the can. Let's see. Yeah, man. Just disappear. Just disappear. We're going to cook this at the river one day. And I'm loving it. Loving life. You guys enjoying this? You feeling the vibe? Can you taste it? Here, take some of it. Yeah, man. With pepper. Imagine you could put some shrimp in there too. Or, quickly, there's some salmon, a mackerel, even chicken, anything you want. It's your life, You see, the thing about this vibration with the curry in there and the touch of the seasoning that I put in the rice, so this has an adventure of its own. And this has its own adventure. And then putting the seasoning just a little bit after, and then blending it all together with the coconut and the drink, you have a consistent layer of taste across your palate. We're talking about coconut, coconut, coconut. So that is the common ingredients, right? So when it coats your stomach will be happy because each of the food you have a common digestive ingredient, the coconut. So even your stomach, you won't be letting out gas because you have a balanced food. Remember, food is chemical. So when you mix it, you have to know how to mix it. And don't overdo it with seasoning. And when you know food is good for you, check your gas extraction after you eat a couple of hours. So if I had guava, and like a wise woman told me once, sauerkraut, kombucha, right? Roots and ketchup, those things are helpful for digestive purposes. Are you guys loving this? Good is healthy. So we're changing over Jamaica Good Life to more healthy living this year, to this season. You could choose whatever you want to eat. If you eat meat, remember to have something to digest the meat. Sauerkraut, roots. Are you guys feeling this? So one day we'll meet and I'll cook this for you. You see why I like my rice soft? Why should I waste my life chewing rice? I want the rice to disappear. I shouldn't be wasting my time. And I shouldn't eat much rice anyway. Normally I would eat this with corn or callaloo, not much rice. You know, it puts a lot of weight on you. Little bit, if any at all, but yams, plantains. All right, let's check on one of our viewers and see what she thinks. I think I did good today. What do you guys say? You think we did good today? You guys think we did good? You guys enjoy?
Hello?
Are you seeing the cooking?
Yes, it looks so good and it was done so quickly.
Yeah?
Yeah, it looks really healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I like the punch. I'm a drink girl. I like to drink liquid, so that looks really good too. Tasty. And I didn't know you could put coconut milk in that, so that was educational.
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it tastes wicked. Nice.
And it adds body to the,
To the yeah,
you know,
yeah. And
yeah.
especially when you put some rum in there.
Okay. Yeah, that would be an interesting taste too.
Put some ice in there, and then you blend some pimento seed, just the water of the pimento, and throw it in there. Holy crap! Our pimento leaf too. Lady.
On a hot day, that would be really nice.
Oh yes. It's all about the iceberg. Get a sharp ice in a big glass and sit in the sun and sweat and eat this stuff.
Right, lots of grilled food. That would be really nice. With a lot of grilled food, grilled vegetables, grilled fish. Like, I could see it already, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And even when you're sweating hot and you're
Yeah.
eating and the sweat is running,
Replenishes you, you know?
yes, sit in the sun,
Yeah.
no air conditioning.
Oh, you were telling us to come out there. I can tell. Yeah. Got to board that plane. Everybody. He's hurting us right now, guys. It's time to get out of here.
This-
Corona,
this
North
is-
America.
Yeah. I'm gonna build a place in the mountain so people can come out and stay and hang
We
out.
look forward to that.
Yes, you're gonna have it.
Look forward.
Well, thank you for joining me. I love you.
Well, yeah, thank you for showing us what Jamaica good life is really about.
This is it, my dear. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you, bye.
All right. So, my people, come on. I'm tasting the garlic now. I love food, but eating like this, you know, show me true wealth. And let me call one of my other sisters. She's busy. Loving it. People, this is Randy. Until next time, enjoy your life. See you in Jamaica. We're going to the river. We're going to the beach. We're going to the mountains. We're going to light a fire in the dark mountains. We're going to roast some breadfruit, make some callaloo with some coconut oil, lots of pepper, right? We're going running. We're going to be exercising. We're going to be exploring. We're going to be finding new people, helping new people along the way. We're going to explore all the good in the world. We're going to inner cities. Welcome to the adventure, you know? And we're going to meet the good people. Drink some coconut and sleep in our tents go to the healing waters, and just sit with the elders and live this next 50 years, because I only have 50 more years to live. Love you guys. Cheers. Take care of yourself. Continue watching, subscribe, and look out for the next adventure. This is Randy, Jamaica Good Life. Take care.